It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have the Pioneers' sure-handed wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Pioneers and the Monarchs, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Pioneers of Chicago and the London Monarchs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chicago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
The pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Shelling through the defense. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
It's 3rd down and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now here's a carry heading left. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pioneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Pioneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We can look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
London about set to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So after the fourth down conversion, now first and 10 inside the 25.
They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's second and 10.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Chicago.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pioneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Monarchs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
London about set to take over on offense. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because These offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Pioneers are able to extend their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. London about set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 20. as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He's going to use his legs here.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 13 yards that time and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 21-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down and goal to go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. looking to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Back to throw here.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit, because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Londoners,